Right, so as I was saying, it's dirt track boys with you again. With some stuff I probably didn't show you from the last NASCAR thing here. We don't talk about just NASCAR. We talk about other stuff than NASCAR. We got some Jeff Gordon added stuff in here. And as y'all remember from me showing you last time, we got, guess what? I follow Jeff Gordon pretty much, so here it goes. Now, two drivers. Well, let's start up here first. I'm sorry. So, you got Jeff Gordon. You got his Baby Ruth Rookie of the Year, or not Rookie of the Year car. 92 Babe Ruth. Sorry, the camera's a little jacked here. Why the camera's not doing whatever, I don't know. Now, like I was saying, you got the number 48, Jimmy Johnson Ally Chevrolet. His final year for Rick Hendrick, not final year from driving, just final year from Cup. And then on the bottom shelf here, on the bottom here, we got, top, excuse me. We got Jeff Gordon. 1997 Winston Million. By gosh, he won everything in 97. Couldn't keep him off the winner's circle in 97. Won Daytona 500. Won the Coke 600 and won the Southern 500. Which all those were crown jewels back then because you get the Winston Million bonus at the end of the year. The whole team gets the bonus. Down here we got Jeff's 1994 Chevrolet Lumina. And in the back of the 94 Lumina, you got the 1999 Daytona 500 winning race car. And like I said before, the most controversial car in Jeff's career, 1997 T-Rex DuPont Chevrolet. The car was not allowed to race in the Coke. The engine was not allowed to race in the Coke 600 because basically the engine dominated the entire freaking segment. I mean, that thing was so dominant that you couldn't flick it, wreck it, hit it, nothing. That thing would do everything Gordon wanted it to do. NASCAR found out about it and said, we're going to have to tear this car down before you race it in the 600, in the Coke 600. So they went back to the shop after the Winston and tore it down and put a new motor in it, and he won the 600. Then we got the Tide Ride Lumina next to Jeff Gordon over here, and we got the Southern 500 2003 champion, Texas Terry Labonte. Then, right here, is what I want to show you guys. This picture was taken. Zoom in there so we can see it here. This picture was taken in as the year of 93 was yet tragic for two of the sports icons. It's unfortunate that they didn't get to really show their true talent. Davy Allison and Alan Kulwicki. Alan died in a helicopter crash going to Bristol Motor Speedway for an April race. And then Alan died in a non-racing accident. Davy died in a non-racing accident. He was a pilot. He knew how to fly planes really well, but he just didn't master the helicopter that good. But anyway, the helicopter crashed at Talladega in July of 1993. And in that same year, lost Davy Allison and Alan Kulwicki. 1992 Winston Cup champion Alan Kulwicki, and then what could have been a championship for Davy Allison in 1993. So, lost Allison and Davy both in 93. It was a tragic year for NASCAR. Then right here, Mr. John Andretti, who also has recently passed away, used to drive the number 37 for Butchmock Motorsports in the Winston Cup Series, the Little Caesars Kmart Ford. And right here, y'all, very much a scary crash in 1988 at the Daytona 500, the World Center of Racing. Richard Petty's flip. If y'all have seen the 88 dates, if you have access to YouTube, which I'm sure most of y'all do, I suggest you pull up this video and watch this of the 1988 Daytona 500. Richard Petty, I don't remember I just started watching racing then, and I can't remember if he was running good or not, but anyway, flipped it really hard on the wall. That's back before they had the safer barriers. So watch that video and you can watch Mr. the King here, Richard Petty. 200 wins, 7 championships. Like I said, that was a pretty brutal crash for Mr. Richard. So take a gander at that there. Pretty substantial wreck there. I didn't take that picture, but somebody I really know took it and did a pretty good job of taking it. But that was a scary wreck there. Again, that's the 1988 Daytona 500 Richard Petty flip. Now over here, got a little bit better picture of Davy. Sitting by his race car there. This picture was taken in 92. Before Davy passed away, driving the 28 Haviland Ford for Richard Petty. For Robert Yates. Which, by the way, Robert was probably the greatest engine builder in the history of sport. Man knew engines like Dale Earnhardt knew race cars. And very smart, methodical man. And right over here, David Rudiman, 00 COT car. The car that probably looked the most weirdest in NASCAR. But this right here is the 00 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. Dave Rudiman. Aaron's Dream Machine Toyota for Michael Waltrip Racing. And sitting up under Jeff Gordon, Rusty Wallace, 1989 Winston Cup champion. And up next here, Jeff Gordon, probably the most winningest driver all through the land. 97 Winston Cup champ in the number 24 DuPont Chevy for Rick Hendrick Motorsports. Now you can tell back then they used a lot of sponsorship, a lot of contingency sponsors. You got the Bush Pole Award, you got Raybestos Brakes, True Value, DuPont, Bush, King of Beers. Back then, Bush sponsored the Pole Award, which is the award given to the driver for qualifying on the front row. And Gatorade, of course, as you know, Jeff Gordon, I guess, drank Gatorade. I don't quite remember. But Jeff Gordon also liked frosted mini wheats. Who doesn't like frosted mini wheats? Good stuff. And Goodyear is the tire sponsorship for all the NASCAR teams. Here you got, you can barely hardly see this. I'm going to close in a little, zoom in a little here. You got these contingency sponsored, which aren't on the cars now. I don't know why. Holly carburetor. Back then they used to use carburetor engines. Now they use these fuel injected stuff, which I'm not used to that. And on the back here you got Pepsi and some other. Like I said, this car has been, it's 97, so it's been through the ringer a few times, if you know what I mean. Back then, I mean, they knew how to do what they knew how to do, and that's put a sponsorship in there. But I'll tell you, it was good. Yes, this right here. When they should have brought the 8 car back, they did in high style. Dale Earnhardt, driver of the number Dale Earnhardt Jr., when he drove for his father, and they brought the 8 scheme back at Talladega, where Earnhardt was probably as good as he gets at Talladega. Dale Earnhardt turns a practice lap at Talladega Speedway in prep for Sunday's errands, $4.99 for the NASCAR Nextel Cup Series. The car's decor is similar to what his father, Dale Sr., drove before his death in '01 at Daytona. Sunday would have been Dale Earnhardt's 55th birthday. Now, this was obviously from 2006, so he would be the same age my dad is. Earnhardt would be 71, Earnhardt would be 72, excuse me. And down here, more pictures of Alan and Davy and Mark Martin. Now, Mark Martin is probably the best driver to have won a race and not have won a championship or the Daytona 500. So, '98 Daytona 500 for Dale Earnhardt. Yes, Dale Earnhardt. He won everything there was to win in Daytona. He won Busch races. He won Cup. He won the twin 125s. He won what was then the Busch Series races. I mean, this man won everything there was to win in Daytona. Just could not establish a Daytona 500 until 1998. So 20 years it took him. But hey, it don't mean Earnhardt wasn't good in Daytona. It's just bad luck happened, like it happens to any driver. I mean, in 1987, ran out of gas while leading. 1988, at Daytona, blew a rocker arm. Car went in the wall. 15 laps to go. 89. Was that 89 or 89? He blew a tire. 1990, leading with 1 lap to go at the Daytona 500, blew a tire, cut a tire on a piece of metal that was on the racetrack that Dale didn't see or Dale didn't know about. Blew a tire on the last lap, leading on the back straightaway. 1991, a seagull, yes, I said a seagull, flew into Earnhardt's radiator. Flew into the car. Dale hit it. That was 1991. A seagull flew into Dale's car with, I remember it was probably like 26 laps to go. And ended up him being out, or him ended up costing Dale the finish. He finished the race, but he didn't win it. 92. Ends up getting beat. I think he blew a tire, blew it in. I don't remember what happened in 92. 1993. Him and him and Dale Jarrett were racing when Jarrett raced the 18 car, the Interstate Batteries Chevrolet. Dale Jarrett ended up winning the 93. Beat Earnhardt. Earnhardt and him battled all day long. It was a great race, but I wished Earnhardt would have come on top. 94. Radiator blew up. 1995. Tire blew. 15 to go. 1996. He got in a wreck. 97. I wish I had this car and I'd show y'all. 1997. Flipped it. Him and Ernie Irvin. 10 laps to go in the Daytona 500. So you know what Dale does? Dale gets out of the race car, does the hand wave to the crowd like this. Gets out of the race car, or gets out of the ambulance, and goes back in the race car, and he says, "Hey, 4 tires on this thing are good. Crank this thing back up. Get out of my race car." So Dale climbs back in it, goes back in the pit lane, and everybody's going, "What? That car shouldn't be back here." Well, anyway, Dale finished it, but he didn't have a DNF that whole year. That's pretty good. A DNF the whole year? Not a DNF the whole year? That's pretty damn good. Might not have won a race in 97, but 0 DNFs. And then, the 50th season of NASCAR. The 49th annual Daytona 500. Or the 48th annual Daytona 500. This car right here. Victorious in the Daytona 500. And also, that would be Dale's final Daytona. Excuse me. That'd be his only win in Daytona for the Daytona 500. In 2000, I just remembered something. This was Dale Earnhardt's final career victory. In October of 2000, because in March, yes, correct, in March of 2000, he had 2 wins. His 75th win came in March of 2000 at Atlanta with Bobby Labonte by 1,000th of a second, which is very, very close if you follow NASCAR or anything. It's a very close finish. Then, 5 months later, in 2000, in October of that year, Dale Earnhardt got his final career victory, number 76 at Talladega. And this car, where you can see it's all battered and banged up. You can see it over here on this side as well, where it's got the scrape marks on the number 3 car. Pardon me, wrong car. It's got the scrape marks. It's got the beat up marks. It's pretty well beat to hell. This car right here won Mr. Earnhardt his last win at Talladega. That would put him with 10 wins at Talladega. So, if y'all like this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll get some more NASCAR stuff posted, I promise. Soon as we're able to go back to some racetracks, I'll get some more try to do some more videos at tracks and stuff like that. So hope y'all enjoy this, and this weekend's Bristol. If y'all want to watch it, it's going to be on NBC. So it's the last race, last of the round of 16 for the championship. So hope you guys enjoy that and watch it. And let's have an awesome day. Hope y'all like this. NASCAR Dirt Boys, signing off. NASCAR Dirt Boys, see you in the next NASCAR video. Peace out. Signing off.